Please tell me it is the right one. I accidentally ordered this thing from China, so it took way longer than I expected to get here. I ordered this like 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago. This does not look good. It's like this is entirely missing. Looks like this might actually just move over. Yeah. This might be okay. Okay. Let's do this. We're going to do a Palmrest swap. Everything from here has to go to here. Big thing. There's a lot of stuff broken. Get this fixed. And yeah, this one's actually going to be a little bit different. I'm not used to ones where I have to physically swap the keyboard like rack and holder. So hopefully that is pretty straightforward. But yeah, let's get started. Let's figure out what we can just move over and what's going to be a pain in the butt. That out of the way. Do it like this. All right, first things first, we're going to disconnect. Hey, thanks for checking out this video. If you like these videos, make sure you hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. It really, really helps the channel. All right, get all these disconnected. So we're gonna have to go through, we're gonna use some tweezers for these. This guy. That guy. Let's get the Wi-Fi card out. Actually, you know, we can leave that on there because we're not doing that. Yeah, so that can just stay on there. Pull that back. That needs to come unplugged. Where is this going? Okay. It's this way. What is this routing? Unplug that. There we go. That goes up there. What the heck? That comes unplugged. This comes all the way back this way. Oh, and for context, this is a... Which one is this? Yeah, it's an HP Envy M6, but it's specifically an HP Envy M6-N113dx. Sorry about that. Usually say that at the beginning. Let's pull that back. Unhook these. So one of these just goes to a daughterboard, so we can leave that. We don't have to disconnect that. That'll get moved straight over. What the heck? It goes like that. It's going to come out over here and back that way. Same with that. All right, let's, I guess, start by removing screws for the speakers. 2 screws on this one. How many screws are on the other one? So that's what this weird funky cable is. And of course, to get these screws out of the speaker, we need to... Why is this thing rotated? This is like perfectly square. There it goes. So to get, keep these screws separate, to get the speaker removed from this case, we have to remove the CPU cooling fan. Great design language. There's that. There's nothing underneath those, so let's go ahead and get that transferred over to the new one. Slide that off to the side. And, oh, look at that, randomly just a screw already in this one. Two screws, screw one, screw two. Now on this side, same deal. Where do we go? Why would that have been downward firing? So that would be right there. So this cannot go in. So until I put this keyboard in there, that is not going in there. So we'll just leave that as it is for now. Slide that back up. Figure out the next thing we need to remove. Let's get this daughterboard out of here. And disconnect that right there. And put some gloves on. Random dirty stuff here. Okay, so daughterboard cable, screw, screw, screw. There we go. That's over there, so we know that's going to go here, but we can't. So that obviously is going to sit right here, but because I can't do anything until I put the keyboard in, we wait. We have a artificial weight generator, which is fun. It's just literally a lead weight, which increases the weight and makes the laptop feel more premium. We have another speaker. This is the subwoofer. This glove is sticking really weird for some reason. There we go. 1, 2, and a 3. Lift that up, lift that out, keep those 3 together. Disconnected all of these. That's still connected, but that's fine. All right, let's get these motherboard screws out. We have 1, we have 2, and always as a reminder, the motherboards typically will tell you where their screws go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just have to see if it is attached. It is not. Sometimes the CPU cooler itself will actually attach to the motherboard, making it just a little bit of a pain to get in and out. So you have to disconnect and remove the CPU cooler. That should be everything. There's a little bit of, hey, I don't want to come out. That. We'll set that up there. Next, let's get some of this stuff started to move over. Trackpad. 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 Get all of these screws out of the trackpad. Kind of keep an eye on where you're removing these screws from, because it's gonna matter where you put them back. Yeah. You don't want to put the wrong screw in the wrong place. Generally, though, these guys here are all the same, so you don't have much to worry about. And there's a total of 6 on the bottom, 4 on the top. And that comes out. It goes there. And then this should, in theory, just lift off. Just undoing the adhesive. There we go. There's a little bit on this side as well. And we can drop that right back into the new one. We're just going to go ahead and we're just going to put the screws in it right away. And this sits like this. And this, what this does is these guys here are what are popping the pad back up after you make a click. Line that up. Goes there and there. So that one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we'll do the 4 that are along the top here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. Set that up there. Now, here we go. Let's remove this guy. This is our power button. Thankfully, I don't have to go through and glue the new one into place. I've had to do that with some of these in the past. All right, now we're going to go around the outside of this metal keyboard frame. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 screws to remove. So let's get all those out. And we will get this thing moved over, and then we'll start reattaching all of these individual components, and then get this thing posting and get this customer a call. We need to be careful because the screen is right there. Direct access to it where we didn't before because there was always something in the way. So we just need to be slightly careful with it. There's that screw. There's that one. Now this should lift. Again, we have our adhesive here, which is just the safety adhesive. Make sure. Just holding on. This. Yeah, this guy's holding on. And we should be able to also slide this down, lift it out, and just keep this somewhat together. Go ahead, set this off to the side. Sounds like a rain machine. One of those rain sticks. It sounds so bad. So many pieces of plastic falling everywhere. That's in. That's in. Go. That goes under, that goes over. All right, let's get these screws back in. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. Be careful here. This is not lined up right, so I need to pull this out. There are some things that are supposed to be under a lip here that are not. Just gotta make sure I do that. Should be all of them. That side's good. So that should be under a lip. So that's, you just got to make sure that when you're putting these in that you're actually getting underneath these lips that are here with the metal backer of the screw, because if you don't, then it will not sit correctly and nothing else you go to put in there is going to mount up correctly. So just make sure you're paying attention to that as you're doing it. Continue around this way. And the last one goes there. Now, we can put that there. This screw in. This screw in. There you go. Makes perfect sense. This goes right there. Goes under the motherboard. Okay. Now that we got that in there, set this back up here again. I'm going to remove the rest of this, which is a hinge screw. Hinge screw. Yeah, not much left after that. And then you can see this was actually pretty badly broken on this side too, which is just great. Nothing else. We got nothing else. Goes to the garbage. Let's get this out of here. We're going to need our pliers to get this out of here. So when you end up with these little brass screw bosses in there, just use a pair of needle nose pliers. And it should allow you to remove them relatively easily. And from the looks of this, I'm going to end up needing to figuring out, well, it's a terrible design by HP. Can't exactly change it now. All of the weight for opening and closing this screen is done on this hinge and this hinge alone. That's terrible. You never want to like put that much weight onto a piece of plastic like that. Drop that in there. All right, we're talking about these hinges now. These hinges, now that they're in place, that has to go down, and then we'll put screws in there. Get that nice and secure. It's always a terrible feeling. And then this guy, yeah, we got to take this speaker out again. So when you're doing this, I guess I'm going to have to make sure I go back and leave a note that says, hey, don't put this in yet. It's a mistake. It's a trap. This can only go in one way. Go, and that's going to go in. It's going to get underneath this as well. And it's going to go to the motherboard. You know what? I'm not going to fall for it. Going to leave it out. All right, hinge screws. 1. Is this going through the bottom? It is going through the bottom. But it is pulled out. So we're just going to go ahead and put it in there. And then we got our tall boy. Nice and secure. Same thing on this side. It looks like someone's done a repair on this. That's unfortunate. I just used a 3D printing pen to create a new screw boss there. Isn't great. This one is not pulled through, so we're gonna make sure we put a screw into that screw boss though. All right, we're gonna put this on here now and hope. I guess I trolled myself. This cable goes right there. So yeah, you can put it on. It's a double reverse Uno card there. So it goes on top. Look at that. That one's gonna be interesting. Alright. Next, grab our main board, lay this down, with that, not that. Now we have this cable that we need to make sure comes out, 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 out. And that one just goes there. Just need to make sure everything gets lined up over here. Go down and in. Wonder. Do believe that is supposed to go underneath there, so it's not pulled down as much. Look at that. So, I guess as a note, we're going to zoom in here a little bit. In this corner here, the plastic for the fan is this whole black thing that you see. It goes underneath that. So don't accidentally do what I did and put it over it, because then you'll have to remove it. All right, that in. That in. Next we will do this. I'm trying to figure out why won't it go down. It's because there's a screw attached to the magnet on the back. Next, so we got 3 on here. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's start putting the screws back into the motherboard. That's the wrong hole. Pay attention to your holes, ladies and gentlemen. 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, gentle on that one. 7. We don't want to nick this coolant pipe. And last one. And we'll organize that here in a second. This goes up and over here. That goes on top. Again, follow your little arrows on the board. That tells you where screws actually go. And then we put our dead weight in here. And now everything has been moved over, and all we need to do is cable manage, put the battery back in, and this is good. We didn't remove any of that stuff. Those go that way. Under. This goes up. Careful. We'll make sure the line right there is horizontal. And then when you do that, it should cover it fully. This cable goes right here vertically. Interesting place for this cable, that's for sure. Sure it's down there all the way, which it is. Like that. Beautiful, that's done. This cable, I'm gonna tickle in my nose. Goes under. Now, I think we have a little bit of a go to do this in the correct order. This cable came out first, so we're going to that one, in, and this guy, it's our DC jack. DC jack is in. Just ever so gently gets taped to different parts of this motherboard. Comes through here, goes underneath that, plugged into this, or not plugged into, but it goes into these little rubber grommets that are here to help hold cables down. Comes under this, and gets plugged in all the way down here. It goes in there like that. This, before we do this, the cable goes in here again, making sure we line up the black line so that it is, there we go. That goes directly on top of that. And then all of this is going to go underneath these little hooks in the case. There's one. Two. Come around there. So inside here. One. Another one here. What's going on, Master? Welcome in today. This guy is going to go all the way over to here. And in to there. These guys are going to come, one goes here. The other one goes here. this cable needs to go into this little cable management spot with this cable. One goes one way, the other one goes the other, like that. That's plugged in. Go there. All right, so 2, 1. Interesting choice to go literally directly above that. Not a huge fan of that, but it's what they did. Next, touchpad. All right. Go. Next, that guy goes on. All the way around. We have our hard drive. We have our battery. We have our screws. Oh, you're doing a dual boot? Dual boot's always fun. We'll start with these guys, these tiny little things. Actually, do I think having 4 DIMMs occasionally, if your AM4 system is relearning every time, that could be a problem? Welcome in, Tech. Let's grab a power cord. For this, we're going to be using the little HP guy. Let's just do a test post before we put more screws into it. Quad boot, 98 XP Vista and 7. Well, I mean, on modern hardware, like modern-ish hardware, that actually works out quite well. You have more than enough performance for that. Okay. It's a good indicator. Let's get this back the rest of the way. We're gonna need, let's see if this guy will be small enough for these battery screws. Looks like it will be. All right, so this is one of the things we have to worry about. This cable has to go inside. And that, of course, is a speaker cable. We just need to make sure that it stays inside, does not get crushed. We have 1. We have 2. We have 3. 4. 5. 6. Yes, Hiron's boot CD does have system requirements, especially if you get the most up-to-date one, which is running Windows 11, has actual system requirements. Yes. All right, so these guys, these screws, these are M2 5x3, M2 5x3, M2 5x5. So this is a 5x5, but that is not bad. Oh, this is a 5. M3 5x25. That is for a card if you put a card there, but we're not. And this is this guy. This is this guy. Pretty good. And then this is that guy. And then we have one more M2 5x5, which goes there. Now we can take this, which goes this side down. Lift up this connector. Into the board we go. Down we go. I guess we'll do it correctly. There's a little hoop that this needs to go through for some reason. I guess just to prevent it from just dropping straight to the ground if this bottom panel comes out. That's in there. All the way in. That's empty. That's empty. This is the bottom of this. The bottom of this. Two screws. One under each of the feet. That one goes there. This one goes here. Yep, this is back when Hewlett-Packard partnered with Beats before Beats was owned by Apple. Didn't improve the sound quality. It had its own like mixer built into it. That was about the extent of it. Wasn't anything to write home about. One, we have a captive screw. Pretty sure it's supposed to be this one. Oh, there was like a Beats equalizer. And that, we gotta remember, this is laptops coming from a time when people didn't know that better audio could exist. This guy. And this guy. And this goes in. Sure we're snapped in all the way around. Go. Alright. Anything that's bothering me a little bit is right there. There's my razor. Yep. There we go. All right, let's get it turned on. Sure hope I don't need a fan. One of the warnings it gave me is it needed a fan, but I think the reason it gave me that fan warning was because there was something physically stuck inside the fan. And this thing is running Windows 8.1. Let's make sure we have Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is reading. And there we go. Should come through a little bit of cleaning maintenance I need to do, and then this thing is good to go. This guy's gonna be happy to get this back. I've had this computer for way too long because of parts coming from China, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm feeling fine, Emily. You can kind of see some of these holes, like there, and there, aren't punched through. Because what I feel like someone did is they went and they wrapped like an old one of these, like one that was still in good condition, and then just remade, like using just a mold, remade this thing. All right, give me a call. Hey, thanks for watching that video. If you liked that video, make sure you hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And I stream daily on Twitch at twitch.tv/SpecVengeance. And yeah, if you want to learn more about my services, check out Bradenton PC Repair.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.